All right, we are live now. Hello, YouTube. My name is Fernando. I'll be the host of today's meeting here on TNT. Today, we're going to talk about time, which is one of my favorite subjects, as I was saying before. And I'm going to explain really quickly how it's how it's going to work. This is not a class. I'm not here as a teacher. You are all free to make mistakes. I am also free to make mistakes. Nobody will correct anyone. And the essential rules are be respectful, don't correct anyone, and enjoy it. I will share the questions now. Okay. Questions 1 to 6 and 7 to 12. Okay. All right. So, Gabriel, would you start to introduce yourself, please?
For sure, man. Good afternoon, people. I'm Gabriel Quirino. I'm 25 years old. I live in the same city that I was born. I grew up in the same city as well, called Morro da Fumaça. It's a small town, south of Santa Catarina. I'm a fireman, firefighter, no. I'm married. I graduated in human resource. What else? I'm here in the TALKNTALK almost 2 months, studying English almost 2 years. And it's like I said before, it's a pleasure to be here with you again, man. I like so much, I appreciate, and that's it.
My pleasure, my pleasure. I'm happy to see you here. How about you, Michele?
Hello, guys, girls. My name is Michelle. I'm 30 years old. I live in Rio de Janeiro. I live in a small town, far from the big city, but it's better to live here now. I'm living alone. I like so much with my house, my things, my time. I respect my time a lot. And I try to use my time to improve my English because if you don't planning the day, the time, the life spent for my eyes. That's it.
Yeah, that's true. Everything. I'm trying to learn that too, how to manage my time. And you, Ayla, could you introduce yourself, please?
Okay. Good afternoon, guys. I'm from Belém. I live here since I was born, and I'm married. I have a daughter, and I work as a public servant. I work at a federal court here in Belém, and I have a dog. I have a little dog, and so I like to study English. I started in 2020, and now I started to study French, and it's other challenge for me because I try to improve my confidence in English as I can, hours I can. I'm here, and it's a pleasure for me to be here again, to talk to you, to share our ideas and opinions. So it's so good for me.
My pleasure, my pleasure. Good to see you here too. All right. Well, my name is Fernando. I am 33. I live in Brasilia. I am graduated in languages, and I almost done with my post-graduation actually, I will finish next week. Next week, I will do the final test. So I've been studying a lot lately. And basically, that's what I've been doing because I am on vacation. This is my last day on vacation, so I will go back to work on Monday. But I take advantage of this time to study a lot. And yeah, that's it. Let's start with number 2. How do you perceive the passage of time in your life? Does it seem to move quickly or slowly? And why? Michelle.
Complicated question. Sometimes I think the time is moving so quickly, sometimes so slowly, especially when I need to answer or I'm passing for a process. No. But in the most of time, I think that the life is short, and try to stay with the thoughts in my head, especially when needed to make a decision that change my life. I always try to thinking about I have one life and it's a short life. So yes, depends on the moment. It's quickly or slowly.
Yeah, I agree with you. I think it's difficult to live the moment, and we also have to think ahead, think in the future, and learn from the past. So and everything so quickly, so fast. Yeah, that's life. How about you, Ayla?
Yeah, I agree. I think it depends on, but I think after the technology, it seems for me, it seems so quickly. I don't know. I think because I'm so busy at my work, so it's so crazy sometimes, and I don't know. I think I remember when I was a child, when I was a teenager. For me, the time is not moving so quickly. But I think it was this because I didn't have so activities, so maybe because that. But nowadays it's so crazy. It's so crazy because for me it seems yesterday the year it was in the beginning, and we are April, so it's crazy. Yeah. Yeah, for me it's relative. It's depends on, but my impression it's so quickly.
Yeah, I agree with you. And I was thinking about that too when I was typing those questions. Yesterday was the Christmas for me, and we are in the middle of April. And I remember in the first day of the year, I was planning my year, my goals, and now we are almost in the middle of the year. So it's running by so fast, so quickly. And what is your opinion about it, Gabriel?
Yeah, I share the same opinion that you guys. In my case, like I have two jobs, yeah, and my day off I work as a matching operator in a business family of my father. But in this last 6 months, I'm stopped. I'm not working, and because documents anyway, and really in my day off, I'm staying my home, and I have 3 days off because I work 4 hours and my shift, and my rest day are 3 days. And the last 6 months, I realized that a lot my time to pass very quickly, because I arrived in my home around 8 hours a.m. I try to rest a little bit and watch some series. When I see it's 2 hours a.m. Yeah, 2 hours a 12 hours a.m. Sorry, 12 hours a.m. And I have a lunch, and I try to study a little bit. When I see it's night, it's very fast. So our time is very, very important. We need to, like, it has a control. It's sometimes I consider a guilt, because I try to have a time to me, like to play online games or some only rest, and I'd like to study much more, but the time it passed very quickly.
Yeah, I feel the same way. I feel guilty sometimes. I was talking about this in another meeting here. Maybe you was there, I guess. That sometimes I feel guilty because when I have a time to relax, I start thinking about the things that I should be doing, and everything's so fast that even when we are taking a time for ourselves, we it's difficult, because we start thinking that we should be doing another thing, and this time is running by, so we have to run, and it's a mess. It's difficult. I agree with you. All right, number 3. Could you read for us and answer, Ayla, please?
Okay. Do you believe that different people perceive, I don't know, time differently, and if so, why? Yeah, I believe, because it's happy with me. When I'm in a hurry, oh my gosh, it's so complicated, because for me, I work with the deadline, and it's so terrible. And for me, the time is so fast, so fast. But when I don't know, when I don't have so many things to do, or I'm doing something I don't like it, the time for me it's so slowly, and I think it's about our mood, because when we are bored, we get bored. The time seems don't doesn't it seems the time is stopped. And when we are in a hurry, when we are so busy, the time is so quickly. And yeah, it's happening. I believe in this.
Yeah, it's more than just for different people. The same people can sometimes perceive the time in a different way too, depending on what they are doing. Yeah, that totally makes sense for me too. And you, Gabriel, you was already you were already talking about that when you are taking a time for yourself, the time flies.
Yeah,
Right?
I agree. As I said, I think it depends the person are doing, and but in my case, like your case as well, the time flies, like you said. And but I think Yeah, really, it's very different, depends the person. Like if you, I think if you don't do anything and nothing in your day, I think your day maybe passes slowly. In my mind, it's like if your day it's only to watch some reels on Instagram, watch TikTok, and I think it isn't obviously you need to have your time for yourself. But I think if you watch a lot this kind of things, it's become a little bit useless in my mind, in my point of view, and I think in this case, this time this person maybe when this person achieve the end of the day, maybe can think about, whoa, this day, oh, it's very it's long, yeah, it's long, and so in my mind, that it depends what you do and in your day.
Yeah, I agree. But I disagree that part that you said that if a person stay all day long, like in the internet, in the end of the day, they will think that the day was long because maybe they like so much being connected. And when you are doing something that you like, I think the time runs by so
Yeah, I got
quickly.
it. Yeah, I agree with you. Really. Yeah, I agree.
Yeah.
But I said this that because I have a friend, a coworker who works with me and firefighter, and man, he gets through all day in our TikTok, all day TikTok, and probably he likes it, but in my mind, to me, is with for me.
Yeah, maybe the day run by quickly for them, but it was not a very productive day.
Exactly. Yeah.
And that's the point too, what we are doing with our time. What are your thoughts about it, Michelle?
I think that yes, the people perceive time differently. I think time is relative, and I think it depends our mood, our education, our culture. For example, I sometimes my day can be so productive for other people, and I just think that I don't do nothing. I didn't do nothing. Uh, this perception, it's so occur so much on my job work, and I realized that uh, when make things that's not important for me or don't align with my values, I feel that I don't do anything. Uh, whatever if I do so much. So I always try to do something that's really that have importance for me. It's changing my day, my perception of the time.
Yeah, I see your point, and I can relate to that too, because I was thinking when all of us, we need to do the chores of the house, wash the dishes and mop the floor and so on. And when I spend the day doing those things, the feeling that I have in the end of the day is that my day was not productive. I didn't do anything, but even if I am exhausted, because I spend the day doing something that I should do, that I need to do. But I have the same feeling. It's so bad, this guilty feeling. I can relate to that, and I agree with you. All right, number 4. Yeah, number 4. Could you read for us, Gabriel, please?
Yeah, number 4. Do you believe in the concept of fate, or do you think that our choice that determine our destiny? Well, yeah, I think I believe the both words and destiny, but I think our future happening because our choice and my mind, like I decided my path that I would like to speak English, and my choice was both a course in English and to start studying. And my choice, because I think I didn't know. Sorry, I don't teach myself to English. Yeah. I think I need to study. I need to figure out new vocabularies, and I need to put my devices in total in English, my movies with subtitles. Anyway, I think I believe in destiny as well, but I think the most of the time is our choice.
Yeah, so you believe in a mix of them. You have a fate, but you also have your own choices.
Maybe in this case, destiny, like I don't know, maybe I know, like example, my wife living abroad, living in the United States, and gave me a ticket of airplane, and I'm gonna live abroad in the United States with her to miss destiny, and I can learn English.
Yeah, that makes sense. I think I also believe in a mix of them. I am a very skeptical person, so I really believe in the things that I can, prove in somehow why this is happening. No scientific proofs, but some things they don't have an explanation. When you something, it seems that they are meant to be that way. It's something we cannot explain. So I sometimes I believe in this mix too. And you, Michelle?
This is a hard question for me. I believe that each person born with a unique, not ability, but unique thing that person can do. I don't know, something special thing. But it's the choice of discover and use this ability is the person is, and there's no right or wrong way to live. And I'm a little skeptical too. I think when people talk about destiny, I think they want to not responsible for the life, the actions, the choices like that. And I think it's totally possible to make your life. To, for example, I want to be a doctor, and I I will work for that. I think it's totally possible to be the person that you want, but it's so difficult. Sometimes it's so difficult, and it's more easier to give to the the destiny. I don't know, the God, I don't know, the spirit, and these things.
Yeah, yeah, I agree. It's easy to blame destiny because you are not there when you would like to be. Yeah. And you, Ayla, do you believe in destiny or in choices or both?
So it's a hard question, but I'm some kind of spiritualistic person. I'm not a religion person, but even so, I I I can't believe about the destiny. I think our choice determine because I don't know. I think everything I believe God. Yeah, I do believe, but I know everything I read, I do. They were products of my choices before. So I can't blame anyone but only myself, because I had a choice. I had the power of choice, and so I did my choice. Some choices were right and some wrong. Unfortunately, it's part of my growing up, and but even so, I believe everything comes from my choices. For example, if I can speak other language now, it's because I decided to start to to face my fear about speaking another language. It's so difficult, but it was my choice in the past. So I think it's complicated because there are other situations, and sometimes I feel so like I'm not sure about something that's happening, different situations. I feel confused, but I think most of the things in my life come from my choice.
Yeah, yeah, I have the same thought that you. I think that our choices may make our path. But as I was telling to Gabriel, there are some things unsplit, I don't know how to say that we cannot explain. And like when we met someone that it seems that's supposed to be that way, it's like a soulmate. And we think that it might be our fate. But even in that case, maybe you just met that person because you made the right connections, you went to the right place. So are your choices that can make you go to a different path. So I stay with choices. Yeah, definitely. All right. Next question if you could travel back in time and talk to your 15-year-old self, what advice would you give? That's a hard question, I guess. What advice would you give, Gabriel, to yourself?
Oh man, it's a good question. I hate that question. Maybe study more. The first, I think. I don't have I forgot the word. Arrependimento. How can I say?
Regrets.
Regrets. Thanks. I don't have regrets about my childhood, my teenhood. Yeah, my and my middle of my life. But like I have plans in my life as well, and I think I'd say, man, study English because you will have a plan. And so I think it's the main and my advice to myself with my 15 years old.
Nice. I have a similar idea too with English, by the way, because I got traumatized with English in the school because a teacher said that I shouldn't translate things, and I couldn't do that. So, I mean, it was a kind of trauma for me, and I give up. I will not learn that thing, and I regret about having given up, because I start studying again like 4 years ago, and then I discovered that I would like to be a teacher. So I really like this nowadays, but I would like that I had studied earlier and I had discovered this earlier too. It would be nice. How about you, Ayla? What would you say to your 15-year-old self?
Oh, I think I would say listen to your heart first. Even though what people said about it, because so I think I wouldn't say I regret about it, but it's a difficult feeling when I remember some situation, because I gave up so fast. My first choice about my course in college. So, and I think I could try more, and I didn't do this. I think I would say listen to your heart and work hard for your goals. So it's so hard when we thinking about this, but I would say that, yeah.
Yeah. And I was thinking, if we say something to our 15-year-old self, at least for me, I would not listen to myself. I would do the things by my own, in my own way, because I was stubborn. So
Yeah,
that's a high
me
probability
too.
that I would do the same mistakes again. And you, Michelle?
I think it's so difficult because uh, 15 years ago, I live without conscience. I don't know about me, about the life. Maybe I talk about believe more in yourself. I think try to follow your intuition, respect your opinions, your values, and the most important people that your life it's you, live for you, not for other people. But I think I couldn't listen with my small conscience about the life. I don't have a regret, but when because my past turned my present better. But when I fought in the past, I think, oh my God, I live so hard than today. Maybe I speak, take it easy with yourself. The life is not I don't know, it's so deep.
Yeah, but I agree with you, and I think what I would say for real, of course, I would like to say that about the English, but I would not follow this because I was stubborn and I didn't want to study at the time. So I wouldn't say anything, because if I hadn't make made the mistakes that I made, I wouldn't be like I am today. I wouldn't have become who I am, because our mistakes make who we are nowadays. So it's important to make those mistakes and give up or on things and have this regret of have done certain things. I think it's important to learn and to become better people. Yeah, it's part of life. All right, number 6, if you could go back in time and witness any event, what it would be and why? Like a historical event or an event in your life, anything. Michelle.
I will answer with the first thing that appear on my mind. It is a show. It's a concert. The Guns N' Roses band. I really wanted to be in Tokyo in 92. I don't know, but it's the year I was born. But for me, it's the best show of the life. And I think the band, the persons of the band never make a show like that. So I really want to went to this show, this concert.
This is so nice. I've watched this concert so many times in my life that I know every line, every single thing that Axel said in that concert.
Me too.
Yeah, this is one of the best concerts, best tours that I have ever watched on DVD. It would be nice see that concert in person. That's really nice. And you Gabriel, what event would you like to see?
Yeah, man, I try to remember something, but I think I'd like to watch my team's Criciúma in 1991. My team won a Brazil's Cup, and it's for my team it's the most important award that we earn, and I think it would be very, how can I say, I don't know, very excited. Anyway, I think because my team after this award never earned more like a big award on obviously only national second division or championship of my state, but a Brazil's Cup it's a good a big award, and I think I would give I don't know very a lot of money to watch this event.
Yeah, that's nice. When you are fans of someone, some artists, or of we root for a team that much, it doesn't have a price.
Yeah,
Yeah.
exactly. Yeah, I watched like last week. My team here in my state was a championship here, and my Santa Catarina, Criciúma, and it was a lot of excited as well. Very, and I stayed very happy, and I can imagine
Yeah.
this day. And
It's not the same. It was a golden team. So yeah.
yeah.
And you, Ayla, what event would you like to see?
So I only come to my mind when I become a mother, because my life changed a lot. So it was a mix of feelings, because when my daughter was born, it was a special day for me. I think I've never forget that day. It was incredible. And but on the other hand, I felt so scared, because one day I was I don't know, a younger a teenager, and after that I had someone to take care, but it was so incredible, because for me there is no kind of love as me between me and my daughter. So it's incredible. Yeah.
Yes, I'm also a father. I have a son, a 14-year-old boy, and it's very important this moment. I can remember clearly, and I was so scared because I was 18 years old at the time. So it was so scary.
So young.
Yeah. And I was not responsible at the time, so I was not prepared. But I've learned being a father, learned in the practice.
Yeah,
Doing it. So
yeah, that's the same with me. I was not prepared to be a mother.
yeah, I think no one's is ever prepared. It's good that we are that you feel more that it's the right time for you to do it, but prepare 100% prepare. I think it's impossible for an experience like this. Yeah.
I agree.
In my case, there are so many events that I would like to see. Events of my life, like my child birth, my childhood too, because I miss my grandfather. That was a father for me, so I miss him very much. I would like to see him. There are also some artists like Michael Jackson. I would love to see a concert of him. That would be amazing, because for me, he was really the king of pop, and that will never be someone else at the same level. So there are